No. So I'm not traveling that much this Christmas. Are you traveling much this Christmas, Tutu?
I don't travel.
What? Not anymore.
At 95, you don't want to get on the train and plane. You enjoy just, I like here and the people come and visit.
What's your most favorite Christmas travel memory? Did you guys ever used to travel that much at Christmas?
Well, when we were in the Air Force years ago, it seemed we did more of that.
More traveling.
Yeah, more traveling for the holidays with children, because we'd be away from their families.
Right.
And you think, oh, you got to go be with your family.
But do you have any funny stories or
Well-
bizarre stories when you were traveling at Christmas time?
How about Pearl Harbor?
Oh, we got bombed, you know. Ooh, that was a scary.
That was a scary Christmas present.
You know, because we got bombed just before the holidays. And my father had worked at Pearl Harbor all his grown-up life, except for a period that he was an electrical in the...
An electrical engineer?
Like in a... It was a political thing that he was a city inspector or something like it, you know.
Oh, uh-huh.
And he was that.
In Honolulu,
In
inspector.
Honolulu. But most of the life, my father worked at Pearl Harbor for the government. And so...
So what was that Christmas like after Pearl Harbor? Was everybody all anxious, or was everybody scared, or was everybody?
We were scared. You know, we just, and the thing is, we had a big Japanese population.
Right.
And I was afraid that those people would go with the Japanese government, you know, with the bombers. But they didn't. They really were in tears. I remember we had a little Japanese lady that would come and help my mom, and she was crying and just crying and crying. She said, "What's the matter with that Japan coming here and bombing us when we all live here?" You know, and they were just, it was just really a terrible feeling, you know.
Mama, where was your brother when they bombed Pearl Harbor? Uncle Alan, where was he?
He went.
Remember he was sick?
He was in the hospital. He had his tonsils out. And, you know, they wanted everybody out of the hospital and, you know, so that if anybody was injured. But you can imagine when you hear boom, 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 and you don't know where to hide.
Right.
You know, it's something you never will forget, you know.
And did Daddy hear boom boom too?
Yeah, but...
He was at what base?
He was at...
What was the military branch Daddy was in?
Air Force.
That's right. So he was at Hickam.
Hickam, yeah, he was at Hickam.
And what happened?
And I had met him just a couple of weeks before that.
Ooh.
Romance.
Yeah.
You had stars in your eyes.
Did you like the way he dressed?
Well,
Did he have a white outfit, an officer's outfit?
well, they didn't have to wear uniforms, you know, before that.
But didn't you see him in a white outfit?
Then, yeah.
Caught your
I thought
eye.
white outfit was navy.
I thought, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, not
Oh,
white.
well, thank you for
Khaki.
correcting. Was it a khaki officer?
Like tan kind of color.
Yeah.
Oh, when they got married, he had a white.
Tell
Oh.
Sean about how you like being a military wife.
I didn't mind because we traveled. We went to France, and I had lived in Hawaii. The only time I came to California was my girlfriend Ethel and I saved our money. So we would take a little trip, and she had a relative there. And We knew a couple of boys that went to college up there.
Boys.
San Francisco.
But Mom, when did you go to learn hula? What was the name of the school?
The Mossman family.
Oh, and what was your name?
Leilani.
And you graduated.
Lokilani.
Lokilani.
Lokilani means heavenly rose.
That's you.
I thought I know.
And what did you do?
Loki is a rose.
Uh-huh.
Little
And
heavenly
you went
rose.
to the school?
Sure.
And you
Because,
graduated?
because I was dating a boy that had
Was that
his
Herman
mother was
Lumpke?
part Hawaiian, and so I wanted.
Had to impress her.
You had to
Is
impress
that Herman Lumpke?
Lemke.
I think he died because his sisters, they all died.
He did.
And I went to school with his sisters, but he went to St. Louis.
Daisy.
So your
She always
family
talks about
had
Herman
some
Lumpke.
land. Where was the land in Oahu? Grandma Grover lived in. What was that land called?
What?
Makiki?
Makiki land.
And,
Yeah.
and they had a, like almost like a block?
Yeah, that lived in Palolo.
Palolo?
I hated that.
Mom. But what, we got a plot in Hawaii. That is, you know that land was bought from King Kalakaua?
Really?
Oh. And all your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather are all buried in the plot that was bought from King Kalakaua that was given
Yeah.
for our Hawaiian, for our family.
Yeah.
So, what was your best? What was your most Christmassy Hawaii memory? What did you guys do for? What did you guys do for Christmas when you were a kid?
When I was a young girl, well, I had my father had a mother, my grandmother, and she was a widow, but she had 12 children. So we always got together, and my father had the most children of all, 5 kids.
So big Christmas Day party,
We did it on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, on
Christmas
Daxmas.
Eve, yeah, we always did Christmas Eve.
And what would she cook for you? What were the things in Hawaii you would eat? Rice?
Rice. Well, we had a lot of Asian people, and they had a very strong influence because they did a lot of the restaurants and cooking. So we ate more. I think we ate more rice than poi.
Right.
Yeah.
So what the big deal was when you were young, where did you go eat? You went to what kind of food did you eat in Hawaii? Did you go to restaurants?
Late lunch.
We'd go to Chinese food.
What was your favorite Chinese restaurant?
Golden Duck. She remembers more than things, isn't that?
And you loved it, huh?
Yeah.
So, what was the big Christmas? Like you had rice and stuff, but was there like a special food you guys would have at Christmas time?
Yeah.
It's kind of a pork.
Like a ham or something?
Well, see, my ancestors had come from Madeira, which is owned by Portugal. So they had a lot of the Portuguese pickled pork.
What was it called?
Pickled pork.
They ate
What
that.
was it called?
Oh, okay.
What?
Vingadal.
Vengadals. Yeah. And so
And what
my
was the bread called?
Paldus,
That's true. And in Hawaii they called it what?
sweet bread,
Mala.
malasadas.
Oh, and who? Libya Spinda would eat the malasada.
Sure. We had
Libya Spinda would go,
people that
wow.
came to Honolulu came from the Mediterranean. A lot of them there.
So Mom, what was our favorite song in Hawaii we'd sing for Christmas? Mele.
Kaleki Maka is the thing you say. Hawaiian
Christmas Day, that's the island greeting that I bring to you from the land where palm
trees sway.
sway. Here you know that Christmas will be green and bright. The stars will align. stars
Something at night.
So what do we say?
Meli Kalikimaka.
Is the
Merry
thing
Christmas.
to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Wee-ha! But what's your favorite
On the
song?
whole.
What's your favorite song?
No, no,
You